Hey guys, it's Vulcan Wolverine again. I'm just making a video. I woke up at like 7:30 tonight. I went to sleep at like 1 o'clock last night, but the guy hit me hard. And the deal is, I have my emitters like on the side of my house. I need them, but he's just moving, whatever he's using to want the side of the house with my weak point. Because like y'all know, they can see, they can see through our walls with microwave technology, and we can't, And I was thinking about tonight, and I just want to see if some cars are going to drive down with one light or whatever. See them everywhere. I don't know what that means. I guess it's like Illuminati, one eye, or some kind of evil satanic signal. All the signals are kind of just evil satanic stuff. You'll notice I'm kind of I'm a little bit out of sorts, because during the night, I don't know, I guess he's got a little bit more power behind the microwaves, and he was hitting me in the, like the hips. I don't know comment below if they do that to you. I don't know if he was trying to get to my genitals, or if it's just something they do, but it's like, my hips would feel like they're caving in, and hot, and then, like, when I finally did wake up, it's almost like my muscles, it's like you feel like you're being, irradiated. Like your muscles are hot, and it's just like, they're all real sore. My hips were sore, and it felt like they were hot with heat, like with electrical heat. I got tons of emitters up. Like, this guy would kill me. I'd be dead, if I didn't have the neutralizers. It's just, I think now, maybe because of my videos, maybe because he's just been doing it so long and making connections, I think that he gets to borrow microwave weapons from all these people I'm seeing around on the streets, and maybe the small percentage of policemen or FBI or CIA who are involved in this kind of stuff and want to see people die. I was kind of thinking about it tonight, and these people are terrorists. They're terrorists, and what they give you a choice. This is your choice. You can either leave your house. You can leave your house. Wait, no, you can stay in your house. Okay, this is the choice. Okay, let me start over. This is the choice. You can stay in your house, be irradiated, and try and defend yourself by people who can look through your walls, poison you, and shoot you with microwave weapons. So you can either stay in your house and be slowly killed to death while you try and defend yourself as an American, or you can decide to leave your house and be chased down on the streets in any kind of state that you try and go to, or even out of the country. You can be chased to the next place and have their network in place to do the same thing again. So you've got a choice here, a choice of fight or die. And I was thinking that's what a terrorist kind of gives you. It's like, you can either fight me or you can die. And that's the choice you have. That's the choice these people give you. I don't know, this bullshit with, I'm sorry about my language, this BS stuff about people driving with one light on the street to harass me. I don't care. I think I want to act like it bothers me. I want to act like a lot of this stuff bothers me, so they'll do it more, and then I can just get it on tape. The poisoner plumber guy, he's been putting poison on my property tonight just a little bit. I think he's probably going to start doing it a lot since I'm out on my property, and I'll let y'all know. It smells like hamburgers burning. He's gotten I think he got one that kind of smells like a crawfish boil or something. And I know that it's not a real crawfish boil going on in the neighborhood, because it'll happen at like 10 o'clock at night or something when nobody has a crawfish boil going on. So I think they can put a lot of stuff in it to make it smell one way or the other, and it's just toxins that hurt people. And I've got all the houses surrounding me are shooting microwave weapons in from the ground. That's not the stuff that hurts me. I've blocked that. But it's this, yeah. See, his dogs start barking across the street. He's a plumber, and his dogs will start barking because he comes outside. And somehow, when he gets outside, he pipes poison over to my property. I smell it now. It smells like a bird, like you'd smell outside of a McDonald's or something. It's a lot. Yeah, I don't know if it affects me at all, or if it's just a mind screwing, just a toxin to mind screw with you. But yeah, I listen to him come outside, his dog's barking, and that's when he does the poison. So it's outside. I guess he pipes it through his pipes, or he has something in his yard to put it in the sewer system, into everybody's sewer system or something. Yeah, I can smell a lot now. I want to stay out here. I don't care. I'll see how it affects me. Because I'm going to start doing a lot of these videos outside, just in case a neighbor who doesn't know what's going on, you know, maybe they'll be listening in and they can hear what's really happening. Because I think a lot of the neighbors, they're told, you know, I'm just crazy or whatever. And these people are very violent terrorists. They're people living in a neighborhood, and they're violent terrorists. And I told this guy, I woke up at 7:30. I slept so long because it was like he gives me concussions with the microwaves, and it was really hurting my hips just so bad, like to where I couldn't, like I'd turn this way and the other, and it was hurting me. You know, I was having dreams of like a guy shooting me from his window with microwaves, because that's what they're doing all night. And you know, his truck's not over there. It's like 11 o'clock at night. It's 11:30 at night. And his truck's not at his house. But hey, he can just say he was on a business trip or something like that. That's what the old guy who did this to me at the apartment complex said. He was like, he was a businessman, and he went on a lot of trips, you know. So they go park their car somewhere, they come back and keep doing it. It's murder. It's murder, and it's worse. It's not just murder. It's terrorism. And it's lying. They lie to all the people around and say I'm just crazy, and they're using psychological stuff to get rid of me. Like I've seen a lot of cars with the one light on. I think they did something to my car because I got gas tonight, in the gas tank. You know, arrow just went down. So I think they probably put dirt or something in my gas tank. I don't know. But yeah, I want to start doing a lot of, I want to be out in the open about this. Like, because I'm not a liar. I'm not a criminal. I've smoked pot, like I've told y'all. Like I've told everybody involved in this, all the policemen, all the FBI, anybody I've tried to get help from. I've told them the truth about what I've done. I've told my neighbors, the guy who's trying to kill me, I've told him the truth. Or not him, his wife. You know, because he won't talk to me. But I want to face-to-face with him. And I don't know, you guys comment and tell me he's gonna like try and hide his truck because he doesn't want to do that. Like, he's been microwaving me for 2.5 years in my house, and he's scared to have a face-to-face talk with me. Like, I mean, he is like microwave my head, my genitals, my body, showering down, bombing me with microwave radiation in the middle of my house from his stolen military little setup. He's probably, you know, had to move his daughters around his house a couple of times because he's a psycho, and he's moving around his equipment to get at me better and to stop me from neutralizing it. You know, and he's still scared to come face to face with me and have a talk with me. You know, he's that dumb that he doesn't think he can make me look crazy. I mean, that's a perfect recipe for him making me look crazy, and I'm not scared at all. I'm not scared one bit. I'll fucking face to face with him. I'm scared I'll punch him. I'm scared I'll punch him. But no, I wouldn't do that because I want to really talk to him. I want to say, stop, you know, terrorizing me, stop microwaving me, you know, stop murdering me, stop murdering Americans. Like, what, he's like, and I hear him on the microwave here, and he's like, I gotta do this. What does a terrorist say? They gotta kill Americans, right? They gotta kill Americans. And so, I'm gonna make tons and tons of videos. I don't think it's because I'm making the videos that my stalking has been worse, or his microwave weapons. It seems like he's either gotten more power to him, or, you know, gotten more. I think it's because I actually make sense. You know, I'm actually, you know, I have a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, so I think that's the problem. It's like, it's not that you make videos, it's that you make a lot and you're getting a number of people to come to your website, you know. I think they have a real big problem with that. They want to stop the information from getting out because it's a subversive terrorist network across state lines, across continental lines, I think. I guess I'll have to test that theory to try and get away and live just a peaceful life. I mean, I want just a peaceful life. That's what I want. And these people will try and not let me have that. And they'll try and murder people and, you know, do terrorist stuff. And I guess as Americans, we just have to fight whatever way we know how. I'm kind of sick of it, though. I'm going to be a lot more out in the open about stuff. You know, because he's hiding in his house. He's not going to confront me. You know, the most confronting I'll get is him driving in his truck, looking at me like he's mad at me or something like that. And that's just an insult. That's a slap to my face after the damage that he's caused me and caused my family. That's what terrorists do, though. You know, they kill Americans, and they think it's right. He thinks he has a cause where he can kill me in my house, and it's perfectly okay. Or it's just a game, and he doesn't have a cause, and he's just playing a video game, murdering people. And that's cool. I mean, but I'm just going to be a lot more in the open about it. I'm not. I mean, I hate the microwaves. The microwaves hurt. I'm not scared of people with one light in their car or on cell phones trying to trip me out or something like that. I think he thinks that he can microwave somebody's brain just right so that they get paranoid and they act paranoid. I don't care. He's brought me to such a point and damaged my family that I'm going to be open about it. I'm going to be an open American about what they're doing, this kind of equipment that they're using. You know, I really do. Because, I mean, last night I slept from 1 to 7 the next day. Like 1 o'clock in the morning to 7:30 at night. I'm not talking about 7:30 in the morning. I'm talking about 1 o'clock in the morning till 7:30 the next night because I couldn't get up. Because like my hips like were so sore and hot, and then you wake up and your muscles feel like they've been burned from the inside. Your nervous system feels like it's been burned from the inside. And I mean, it's not even as bad as it could be because I've got, you know, neutralizers on my wall. But what he does is he can see where I'm placing them, and then he can move his little equipment either to the back of his house, maybe to another house. You know, there's so many houses involved. There's these guys over here involved. I'm not sure about this. They leave their lights on all night, but I don't think those guys are involved. But he's got at least 3 houses to switch everything around, you know. His car's not there. He has 2 young daughters and a wife. It's 12 o'clock on, what is it, Tuesday night, and his truck's not there. But he can just say he's a businessman, and he's going on business trips, and I'm just a crazy guy yelling at his wife and his daughters in their house, you know, while he microwaves me and bakes me in my house like a terrorist. And it hurts. When they get through, it hurts. It feels like pressure on my head and fire coming out of my teeth. It goes through your skull and your head. At this point, and I'm not trying to be negative, because I know, like, I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus. I believe this will come out good, even if I die or whatever. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. But I do believe it's just when you wake up and it's like you've been concussed during the night, this guy's trying to kill you in your sleep, and you bought all this. I mean, I've spent $3,000 on tabletop emitters, but my guy has such heavy military equipment that he is just like showering microwave radiation down at my house, and he's moving it around to adjust to me. But I can't really adjust to him. I can't adjust to him because I can't see through their walls. You know, he can see me using the bathroom. He can see me in the bathtub. He can see me, you know, self-pleasuring. He sees it all, and he's like, I mean, he'll get on my computer if I ever do that, and he'll shut down the windows because he's always on. He's like hacked into my computer. It's terrorism, and it's just violence. And I put on one of my videos, and I'll start putting it on the end. I'm going to start putting tags that really make sense. I'm going to put communism, torture, mutilation. And I'm going to try, and what I've been doing, and I want y'all to know this, and you'll probably notice it, is before the title of my video, I'm going to start putting targeted individual, organized gang stalking, then title. So more people who are just looking for those things can find my videos. Because I watched my video about Ouch War. It was put on under the wrong Like it was about it was like put with videos about video games. So it's easy to kind of get your video in the wrong pile of stuff. And so I just want to make sure like I'm getting my videos out to the most people, because you know, I heard that guy talking about, there's a really smart guy, and I'm gonna, on my next video, I'm gonna tell y'all, you know, I might put it in my comments, you know, on my site, this guy, and he's really smart, and he said that there have been over 450,000 reported cases of gang stalking, but what happens is they get put into the mentally ill bin. It's like 450,000 cases of gang stalking, but they switch a lot of them over to just mental illness. So he actually did some research and found out there are 450,000 people trying to report this stuff in North America alone. And I mean, it's difficult, man. It's difficult for me. I want to believe it when your body's roasted and you wake up and you haven't had sleep in 3 days, and you didn't get sleep when you had that much sleep from 1 o'clock 7:30 at night, and it feels like I didn't have any sleep because he was just roasting me in my sleep. And he's like trying to act like he's almost got me there, he's almost got me or whatever, because that helps him to get more people who will help him. You know, he's like, oh, I've almost got him, he's paranoid, he's running, he's running scared, this is all working on him, and so he can get people out on the street doing the one light thing. You know, I guess I saw about, added up tonight, just driving around, I was trying to kind of see. It's not as bad. It's like he had a week of that. And then it slowed down a lot. So I think they gave him a window. They were like, okay, well, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. And then it didn't happen. So they pull off. They start pulling off. And I'll notice that about cop cars too. You know, there'll be a little surge of it, and then you know, they'll pull off because they're like, it's not getting them out of the house or whatever. I don't see a reason I should leave this house and even go out of state to get away from this, because a network's going to be set up. I've tried it multiple times, and there are always people, you know, and then if I do move to another state permanently, they might just hit me remotely. They might get somebody to just hit me and not even be one of my neighbors, and just hit me remotely and burn my face and my skull, my testicles. They try and hit me in the stomach a lot. And I was screaming tonight while I was, you know, talking in my car tonight, which they can hear because they got me surveilled like that. That I beat Crohn's disease. Like, not a lot of people put it into remission. Not a lot of people do that. I did that. I found ways to do that, and they're hitting me in the stomach, so I'll get sick again, and that will, you know, that'll hurt me in my life too. They're trying to just do any kind of rat, like cowardice, communistic, like un-American, unmanly, inhuman type thing type thing, to kill their target, which is like one human being living alone. I mean, I see that as straight up cowardice. I told him if he drove his truck home, and I said, and I wasn't screaming, I was like, drive your truck home, I want to talk to you, and I'm not going to go up in his house. I'm not going to, you know, mess with his wife or his daughters. His wife is awesome. And if he's going to throw her out at me, like, I'm not going to do that to her. Not going to do that to her, ever. Ever. And I want her to know that. I want her to know I'm not going to put her on the spot, ever. I want to talk to him. And I wanted him to pull his truck up to his house so I could go over there, knock on his door, and say, hey, will you come outside and just talk to me for a second? And I'm not talking about fighting or punching him. I'm talking about just asking him, man to man, to stop ruining my family, stop torturing us and terrorizing us, to stop shooting microwaves at my head, stop shooting microwaves at my jaw so I can go get a job and not look like a drug addict or something. Like, just simple things, leave me alone. You know, but he's giving me these choices like, well, you can either die in your home trying to defend yourself, or you can run away from this and we'll follow you. And we'll kill you wherever you go. And we'll kill you while you're trying to get there. Like, I mean, that's the choice that these people give to us. And I mean, a lot of you know that. I know, and I know, like, I've done a lot of religious videos. I guess I should be more peaceful about this, but when the side of your head is burning, and you've got pressure on your skull, you've paid $3,000 for devices that really do work. I mean, I have every these little plugs, these Altera plugs cost $50. And I have almost every plug in my house. And I might buy a couple more of those because they work really good and they're cheap. I have almost every plug in my house, you know, filled with those things. I have a couple more that I could fill. My electric bill is, for just this month, it's $111. And so I'm like, well, is my electric bill that high because all these emitters and all these plugs and all that stuff? Or is it because this guy's got some person that helps him in the electric company come screw up my meter? You know, I got to figure it out. I got to get somebody out here to test my electricity. I mean, I'm not going to stop doing the emitters and the plugs. I mean, I'll pay that extra. But I got to figure that out, you know. I got to figure out why I put $6 of gas in my car and then it immediately went down to empty tonight. Are they putting dirt in my gas can? I got to figure out a lot of things. Why are some things weird in my house? Are they breaking into my house? Are they breaking into my car? You know, it's just like, what kind of criminal stuff are they trying to do? Okay, this guy, I guess he doesn't have a lot of poison because I got the beginnings of it, but he didn't put a lot in. So I think they run out. Like, I think it's like they have a monthly stipend of poison that they can use or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to ask this guy. He's a plumber. He's an evil plumber who poisons people. He helps them shoot microwaves on the ground. You know, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think now, because I've been working with my emitters and he can't get the EMF up. Like, he's tried to get the EMF up a bunch, but he can't even get that going. So I know that most of the stuff is in his house. I don't think he's going to move the stolen remote equipment. But it's like, I don't know if these guys around here could get another remote station. It's a war. I mean, it's definitely a war for us. I don't know what it is to the people involved here. They seem to go about their normal lives. You know, their kids are in their yards, and you know, it seems like just another form of entertainment. You know, it's like, oh, we'll go about our regular lives, and then how's that guy being tortured over there doing? Let's do a little bit more torturing. You know, how's that going? And then they can just sit over and watch me being tortured, or watch me use the bathroom, or, you know, torture me in my sleep. I mean, I didn't go to sleep for 3 days, and I felt a little bit better, actually, because he gets me when I'm sleeping. Like, when I'm laying prone, that's his best chance to, like, you know, screw with my genitals, and screw with my hips, my head, my face. You know, if I'm watching a movie or something, that's the best, because he's got me prone, so he can get whatever remotely he's shooting down, you know, to burn my face. And my mom talked to me about it, and the corrugated steel is pretty cheap, so I think now it's time. I mean, it's time to do this. It's time to get a bunch of corrugated steel and put it up in my attic right above where I sleep. You know, I think I can get my mom to help me pay for some of that. It's time for that. And then at least I could get sleep and be able to deal with this. This guy's such a chicken that he's microwaved me for 2.5 years, maybe 3 years. Microwaving my head, microwaving my face, microwaving, you know, my lips, microwaving my jaw, you know, that's great. It's like, but I wouldn't, if I was doing that to somebody, I wouldn't be scared of talking to him. I'd think he'd be, I was like, hey, you know, talking to you about microwave radiation and how you're doing it, that could help you. You know, but he's too coward to do that. You know, his truck's still gone. It's midnight. It'll be gone probably for a couple of days. And he can just say, I was on a business trip. You know, so and everybody around will be like, well, he's just a business guy. And he's on a business trip. And me being microwaved in my home and killed and given no choice. Given no choice. I'm given no choice. It's either die in your home and fight, or run away and fight and die while we kill you. He's got many choices. He's got, I think he's making money from it. You know, he's making connections. He's got people in the neighborhood, and they're all having fun microwaving somebody in their house. He's got a lot of choice. He could stop. He could, you know, keep doing it. But I'm definitely going to be making a ton of videos. I'm going to make most of them outside from now on, just so I can, because I'm not crazy. You know, I talk about the stuff very intelligently. I think that's why mine might become heavier, because they're threatened. They're threatened by anybody with intelligence. They want those people's heads to be knocked in. They want a bunch of people who will just murder somebody because they're told to. Like, that's what helps them. But it also helps to destroy our country. So, I mean, who's winning? Nobody wins. If this guy wins, his family loses, every family around loses, America loses, my family loses, I lose if he wins, and they all want me to lose, you know. And if I win, I get to help my family, I get to be an American, I probably get to help a bunch of people with Crohn's disease, the same disease I have. I get to spend time on other things besides this, and that seems like a win-win. I don't see why humans don't want peace, especially Americans don't want peace. Like the whole Iraq situation's going on, we have to send soldiers over there to die against these crazy Muslims who want to kill the infidels, and it's like this guy's doing this. You know, we're sending troops over, he's ex-military, we're sending troops, his brothers in arms, over to be killed, and he is killing Americans in their homes. Like, why doesn't he just re-enlist so he can go kill some, you know, terrorists over there? And then he could be satiated, I'd be left alone. I see just a lot of solutions for this, a lot of solutions other than microwaving me and baking. And it's like, comment if you've had the hip thing happen to you. And I don't know if that's part of remote neural monitoring or if that's just part of shooting down from the satellite station into your hips, trying to get at your genitals, I guess. That hurts a lot, and I guess I'm going to get more of it because I said it hurt a lot. You know, he's looking at my phone. He's probably watching this video, watching me make it. You know, I have no life. I have no private life at all. And they're like, haha, try and defend yourself in your home. We can see through your walls and microwaves and shoot them at you. You know, not much of a choice. It's not giving me much of a choice at all. It's saying you have no choice. He doesn't care, though. He doesn't care. He's got every choice in the world to stop this, to not do it. Satanism. Satanism. Satan. Completely. Completely. The one light thing is the one eye, the Illuminati, or some kind of crud like that. These aren't normal people. Normal people don't microwave and bake Americans in their homes. I'm sorry. Like, they can say I'm crazy for that, but they're microwaving me and baking me in my home. And I'm not going to run away from here because what have I won? I've won a new set of tormentors who will do it better the next time. They're going to learn from this. It's like they're acting like this is some kind of military op and they're training to kill Americans. They're training by killing Americans. Using all this weaponry. Testing it out on Americans. Man, they can make me look really crazy. And nobody knows about the technology, and they'll be like, look at crazy guy. But I'm going to come out here and make some videos, just in case anybody's listening, or they want to know the whole score. That's fine, you know. Yeah, I got a low battery right now. I kind of wanted to see if people would drive around with the one light. I think he's maybe trying to get people to drive around without the one light, so I'll freak out and be like, oh, there's a car, and it'll just look normal, you know, but I'm not going to respond to any of that. It's just treachery upon treachery, upon evil. I'm smelling for the guy across the street does the poison. I don't smell anything. He did a little bit, like right when I started making the video, but it's all, the air's clear now. He doesn't do it inside of my house. He used to do it inside of my house, but I think what was happening, it was going inside everybody's houses, and it took him a long time to figure out, like, hey, this is going in everybody's houses. You're poisoning everybody. Who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy here? People poisoning people in their houses who don't have anything to do with it. The guy who they're targeting doesn't have anything to do with it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And, like, really, the only reason I would ever hurt somebody is when they are shooting microwaves at me and trying to kill me and my family. These people, they seem to just want to rape and murder people, you know, for no reason. Like, not to defend anything. Not, I guess, to prove something, that they're a man and this is a video game challenge to murder somebody, to hit them in the exact right places in the face or something, you know, to really screw them up. I don't know, man. I don't know what it's all about. what happens in a country whenever it collapses. Mobs, killing political dissidents. I'm not even a political dissident. But now, and I was telling the guy in my house while he's illegally surveilling me, now, I guess he's ex-military, but he has actually created a guerrilla soldier in this country. Like, I have to be a guerrilla soldier just to survive. Like, and I'm in America. I'm an American. I love America. I've never been in the Army or wanted. I mean, I wanted to be in the Army, but I couldn't get in because of my Crohn's. But they're gonna make soldiers out of just regular Americans because we have no choice. It's like die in your home or fight for your American life. And that seems like a terrorist. That seems like an extreme choice that they're giving us. And I know all y'all have experienced this too. You know? I'm not scared. I'm really mad. I'm not scared at all. I wish my life could have gone a different way so I could be writing my book and helping my family, you know, with money. And my aunt and my grandmother's not as bad, but my aunt, she won't even look in my eyes, man. She won't look in my eyes. Her and her son, what would he be, my cousin, I guess. You know, my mom told him about how to see my videos, and I'm sure my aunt watched them all. And now she won't even look at me because, you know, she's made her money and I'm not helping the family. You know, if she knew what I was really going through, she'd be like, whoa, hold on. She'd be in my house fighting with me. And that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. Now, my cousin, he works for Halliburton, and he has Masonic friends and stuff like that. So maybe he can help me. I don't know. Maybe he can help me. I know he'll definitely know about this stuff because he works for Halliburton. So he might not tell me he knows about it, but he'll know. You don't want to say anything. You don't want to get mixed up with these people. Like, you don't want to get mixed up with them because you'll be hit in the skull by some remote radiation for the rest of your life with ringing in your ears. And my dad had an aneurysm. They caused that. I'm 100% on that. I'm like 200, 300% on that. That they did that. He was complaining of ringing in his ears for 2 weeks, pressure on his head. They did that. It was after my 33rd birthday. These people love the number 33. And they've been torturing me for years, so that was a little present to my family, you know. I just hope God can use that in a good way. I mean, my dad is doing great. He can talk and walk. He can use the bathroom on his own. Yeah, but this is evil, and it's just been done to me. I haven't done anything to these people. They're comfortable sitting in their houses shooting microwaves. It's better outside because you can't feel them outside. It's almost like the microwave stuff they shoot. It needs the traction that your house, like that kind of enclosure, can give to it. So being outside, if you do want to feel some relief, you know, outside of your car, outside of your home, does give you a little bit of relief, unless they're targeting it right on your face, you know. Fight or die. That's what terrorists give people the choice of. Americans. You can fight or die, American, because I'm going to try and kill you. And that's what my neighbors have said. They're like, you can die in your house, you can try and run from it and we'll chase you, or you can fight. And I'm not talking about fighting like punching these people or blowing up their houses or using any kind of violence. We've got to fight with our minds, fight with our hearts, get equipment that'll neutralize them. Like, I'm going to be talking to Q-Wave a lot, and I want to get a personal neutralizer that is at least 10 times more powerful than the ones that I've got. There's got to be somebody out there that can make a little box to go around your neck that can neutralize, you know, 10 times more than what I got. I mean, in the future, we'll have better ways to combat this. There will be bans on these weapons. In Russia, see, what happened in Russia is that people had these weapons, and this sweep of communism came in, and they were killing each other with this shit, or with this stuff. And they had to ban the weapons because it was too many people killing each other in their homes. It was crazy. It was like people... Yeah, okay, I smell the poison now. Like, the guy across the street, they're sitting outside. His dogs are out, and he's pumping the poison into my yard. It smells like burning, like, French fries and hamburgers. It's a lot now. I don't know if it hurts me or not. I wouldn't like to test it. That's some powerful stuff. There are cats running around, his own dogs in his yard, himself in his yard, and he's like poisoning everybody. They're poisoning everybody. If there was a kid walking the street, they keep the poison on. Yeah, it's pretty strong now. I think I'm going to go inside, guys. I just wanted to make I'm going to be making more videos outside, maybe even during the day, you know, and people can hear what I'm talking about. There's no other way. There's no other way. I either die in my house or I fight somehow. I try and neutralize it and stay alive. I run away or I fight this guy. I mean, he's over at his house. His truck's not there. You know, I can move. I know they're probably in the back right now. I could move all of my emitters to the back, and he would just move them to the front. He'd displace his daughters in the house, get them to sleep somewhere else. But now what I have is I have my emitters you know, spread apart. You know, so but he if he puts everything towards the back and does it from the back, you know, he can get a little bit through there. But then if I move them all to the back, then he can move them all to the front, and it's this game of death, you know. I don't know where they want to get me. He's like, yeah, well, I just want to get him out of here and all this stuff. Because wherever they get me, he follows me. It's like I go to my mom's house, like I think Sunday morning or Saturday morning. You know, I drove to my mom's house across town, and then he was saying the same stuff when I was there. Get him out of here. We need to get him out of here. So I really do. I think these people, they never tell the truth. Like, telling the truth is impossible for them because lying is just the way that actually does hurt. That poison, when you sniff it in, yeah, it hurts your chest. Yeah, it hurts your body. It makes you feel bad. Yeah, I kind of want to get away from it. But it's like, what was I saying? So when I go to my mom's house, he wants me out of there. But I'm saying they lie, but in their lies are a little bit of truth. So this guy says he wants me out of here. He doesn't mean the house. He doesn't mean wherever I'm going. He doesn't mean the car. He doesn't mean out of this area. He means out of life. He wants me out. He wants me dead, like out of this earth. That's what he means. So when these people talk, you got to listen to them, the people that are involved in this, because they're liars by nature. So they can never tell the truth. It's almost like they've lost that ability. And so he'll say he wants me out of there, but he'll keep doing it. And people are like, you got him out of the house. What are you talking about? But he means out of life, like off the earth, out of, you know, some kind of weird, dark, satanic thing. You know, he doesn't mean I want him out of the house and I'm going to leave him alone. Because it's not like that. He's following me everywhere. Yeah, it's starting to hurt my chest a little bit. So I guess it is really poison. I thought it was just maybe a toxin that wouldn't affect me, you know? And it was just kind of a screwing with my mind. That hurts my chest. Yeah. And they've done it when there are kids out in the street, when there are kids and animals. I can't imagine what it's doing to these animals. That does. You breathe that shit in and it starts to hurt. Yeah. Or they're just shooting microwaves at my chest or whatever while the poison. I don't know. So much treachery on top of treachery. You can't tell what's going on, even if you're really smart. It's death, though. No, boo-boo, you can't go outside right now. See, I can't let my dog go outside because she's going to be poisoned by it. And that's the smallest thing. They don't care if they hurt my little doggy. Hey, my sweetie. Hey, my sweetie. Let's see if we can go out back. I'm going to try and bring her out back. I might just do this till the battery runs out. Make a little video. I finally got a job lined up. Like one of my brother's friends and my friends, he's going to get me an interview for a really good job. Excuse me. And it's just like this guy's going to town on my face, microwaving my face and stuff. And it's like I have to worry about getting too hurt, you know, so I gotta kind of take care of myself. This guy's just worried about building up his arsenal. Yeah, in the backyard it's not so bad, but you can still smell it. It's poison. Yeah, it's poison. It definitely affected me. I don't know how they get that though. He's a plumber, so he just gets chemicals that they say the way they do is blow it through the pipes, but I don't even understand that. Like, he must have some kind of contraption to blow it through his pipes in his front yard to my pipes in my front yard. I don't know how that works. Alright guys, I'm going to just try and neutralize this a little bit and get some peace so I can go out and actually have a day tomorrow, you know, and not just be microwaved in my sleep, get up and just deal with this all the time. I'll say a prayer for you guys, say a prayer for me. Keep trusting in God. I'm going to keep trusting in God. I know I get negative on this and like I'm kind of talking fast, but they nailed me during the night. And my neutralizers do work. Like the Q-wave neutralizers and all that stuff does work, so don't take this as it's all like I would be dead. This guy would kill me, you know, if I didn't have that stuff. And when I went to 6 hours away, it was a lot worse because I was not, somebody in that state was doing it to me, and I didn't have my neutralizers at them. So, you know, it does work. But peace out, y'all. Live long and prosper. More videos to come. I'm gonna start making a lot of them outside, just so if anybody's like sitting outside, they can kind of hear my point of view. They can hear me talking about microwaves. I'm at a point where it's like staying in this house, you know, is not gonna help me. Like I'm gonna stay at this house, but just staying in here without anybody hear me while a bunch of people in their house try and kill me and shoot microwaves at me, it's not gonna help much. I need to start getting out there, telling the right people. I'm probably gonna make a call to the FBI again tomorrow, because I've got a couple of ideas. I don't know. I want to make these videos, but I want to also take care of my situation. So I might not tell y'all exactly my plans for all that stuff. I don't want to make the FBI look bad. I need their help. I don't want to make any organization, including the military, look bad. But this guy's, my organizer is definitely ex-military, so I'm not going to lie about that. And I'll just have to tell the truth. And you know, it's better than just dying quietly in my home. You know, that's the worst that can happen. And probably I'm not doing everything right, but it's better than just silently dying in my sleep. You know, because I love America, and if this happens to America where a bunch of people are doing this, it will crumble, will fall. Our society, there will be so many dead people just piled up. This guy doesn't care about it, so we have to care about it. And I know God cares about it. I know Christians care about it, and I know anybody who believes in Jesus Christ cares about the sanctity of life, you know. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Good night.